Today's news, Marshall Bong, soon to be South Korea's first openly gay K-pop star.
A gentleman named Marshall Bong, or Marshall is how he's referred to,
Yes.
is gay in singing. The title of this video says Marshall Bong is soon to be K-pop's first gay, openly gay idol, except how could he soon to be if he's already in K-pop? I saw that there is a music video that he's featured in on One the K that was uploaded last week, like a week and a half ago actually.
Yes, well, he is not actually a K-pop star yet. He's done some collaboration things with already established artists in Korean music, but he hasn't come out with his own solo efforts.
Even though it looks like he's been at this for quite some time now with just a tad bit of investigation on the web. He's got a YouTube channel that he hasn't uploaded to in at least a year, but was uploading in as early as 2008, where he was covering SWV's Weak in the Knees in 2008. And he did a really nice job with it too.
I want you to stay with me by my side. I swallow my pride. Your love is so sweet. It knocks me right off of my feet. Can't explain why your love, it makes me weak.
But it looks like it's a long road to break into being a full-fledged K-pop idol. He also looks like he's getting a little bit older.
Yes, well, that's kind of what's going on. It's been a long road for him, not only to break into K-pop, but also to break into K-pop the way that he wants to. He first started getting really into K-pop in 2012 when he was noticed by NBC's Star Audition, and he didn't make it into the top 16 finalists, but he was recognized by a Korean entertainment company who decided to sign him on. He was also just coming out of the closet to his family in 2012, so because of that, because of so many other different things and circumstances, he hasn't been able to really break into the Korean market, and he's going to be trying very soon, despite being like 30 years old.
2012 and 2017, very, very different times in K-pop. Clearly, a lot of you know this. I don't think 2012 would have been, or was, clearly the right time to come out as openly gay and be an idol at the same time. I think 2017 is a different story, and it's quite possible at this moment. I'm just a little disappointed. I wish he was in one of the bigger K-pop groups, like one of the members of a group that's really popular. To come out as a solo K-pop artist who's also a homosexual, I mean, it doesn't really matter. Nobody really cares what your sexual orientation is. Clearly, there's at least among the big K-pop idols one closeted gay member. There must be. I mean, if you just play by the numbers.
If you're looking at numbers, there's plenty of gay guys in K-pop, but they are very closeted, and there's a lot of shipping going on between even members within certain K-pop groups. People have shipdoms and fan fictions that they create, that they would like to see this member with this member. Realistically, nobody has actually come out in K-pop and has been like, I'm a gay K-pop singer yet. And this is the first instance, and he's not even in K-pop really yet.
And on top of all of that, the reason why he's going to be able to come out as openly gay and be in this market is because he's not Korean from Korea. He's from Orange County, California, which is greater LA. He's from California. He's an American. He's of Korean ethnicity, I'm assuming. When you're American and when you're Korean, two completely different stories. We're finding out more and more every day how different it is to be part of the K-pop scene, like the high-end K-pop scene, and not be actual Korean, born in Korea, raised in Korea, even if you speak English, still just Korean versus Korean American or Korean from another country. They're not the same thing. They're
not the same thing to the Korean netizens, and there's definitely some hurdles that they're going to have to overcome. Yes, you have people that aren't Korean that are in K-pop, and they're definitely well established in K-pop. They're in a group with other members who are also usually very Korean. There are some exceptions to that, but those are also generally people who have established themselves also in Korea. There's a big hurdle You can make it as a solo artist and not be a native-born Korean person, but you definitely have to understand and respect the culture, and the culture has to accept and embrace you back.
I think if you have a super duper good voice and you can come out with a couple of solo tracks that are just unbelievable, they will embrace him regardless of his sexual orientation. There will be some fallout or kind of resistance against because of his sexual orientation, but it really boils down to how good of an artist he is. I mean, what do you think the netizens are going to feel over there once this really hits the scene?
Well, I think there's a lot of different factors that are going to go into this. One thing to think about is Korea is a very conservative country, and so you are going to have, especially the Christian population there, has had some issues with homosexuality, but he's from a very Christian background. He still identifies as a Christian person. He still attends church in Korea.
Do you think that makes a difference for Korean people?
Well, his mom is a pastor, and so he has his verbiage, he has his story down, and it's very powerful. Like, if you actually read his story and his background and the struggles that he's been through to get to the point where he is now, it's very commendable and it's very respectful. And I think that even somebody who has a very conservative mindset can understand and at least respect or appreciate him as a person, even if they don't agree with his lifestyle choices. If people think that it's a choice, he's got it down to go into such a conservative country and be able to present himself well and represent the gay community very well.
He's already sort of broken into the scene, if you ask me. There are a lot of photos of him hanging out with Sandara Park. I wasn't really expecting to see that. It looks like they're buddy-buddy, really close. Yeah, I mean, it looks like she really likes him and wants to hang out with him, like welcomes him into her little circle. I wasn't expecting to see that, and I think that just shows that he is not just going in the right direction, but that he's sort of already made it.
Well, the nice thing about him is he's also got this R&B, smoky, dark, kind of sexy voice to him, and if he markets himself and his company markets him well to this slightly more mature 30-something market, which is actually quite large in Korea, I think he could have a really good career. You know, people are a little bit more open-minded. The people that we taught when they were in university that are now like at that age bracket, like they're a little bit more open-minded than their parents.
It's a lot of them disagree with what their parents feel, and some of them just can't get away from that because of the strictness of Korean culture. You got to honor your parents, and if your parents provided for you and love you, even if they have very conservative or racist ideals, you have to honor that. But then there's some of them, like you're saying, that are really trying to get away. They're trying to balance it. I love you, mom and dad, but I don't agree with you. I mean, it's challenging anywhere in the world, and so we saw firsthand how challenging it is there. It's unfortunate. They're born into a very strict regimen of living.
I don't see this guy becoming the #1 K-pop chart guy that, you know, takes out like EXO and BTS and these other groups that are so well established, especially because he is kind of older in the area and world of K-pop. But I do see him coming out with some really great singles that become popular, because there are a lot of people that are in my area of age level who really like that kind of music.
Hit the comment section. How much do you know about this guy? Have you heard any of his music, his recent music, or have you known about him from the past? Let us know.
I really like his music, what I've heard. Did you listen to some of his
He's
stuff?
got a tremendous voice, a lot of confidence. And that was from years ago.
And now he's even more confident about who he is, and he's taking it to Korea, which I think Korea really needs, and young Korean guys and girls that are dealing with this really need a good role model like that.
I agree. I hope he can do well. What do you guys think? Click the like button while you're down there. Thank you so much for supporting us. Click the bell for notifications. Check out the link to K-Gal. Don't forget to subscribe for more Hallyu Back news. That's it. We're out of here. Hasta luego.
Bye.